What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Piscean Predator. I'm back with that TPP True Crime Talk. Before we get started, man, can you smash that like and that subscribe, please? I appreciate it greatly, and much love to everybody that's been hitting that subscribe button, everybody that's been commenting down in that section. Great conversations on all the videos, getting DMs over on Instagram, loving the feedback, loving the conversation. You guys are absolutely awesome. Alright, guys, so the topic for this video is the Ice Cream Man trial, murders trial, baby. Mr. Michael Keeley. And yesterday I was hype, man. I was hype about it. And today, it did not change. The detective, the lead detective on the case, who is now a lieutenant, Mr. Lieutenant Lugo. I thought he got raked over the coals yesterday, but the defense attorney, Mr. Escobar, he went bad on him. He basically dismantled his whole investigation. He pointed out so many things that were done wrong. I mean, there were so many things that weren't documented. It was just, I don't even understand how this man ever got promoted to lieutenant. It does not make sense at all. And then Escobar, oh my God, Mr. Escobar, he literally just picked everything apart. Everything apart. He picked the lineup, the photo lineup and everything, and showed the pictures of, dude, there's a process when you do a photo lineup, right? And they got to pick people that look similar to you, right? And in this photo lineup, dude, it's supposed to be the person of interest and then 5 people that look similar, race and whatnot, right? Bro, there was dudes on there that didn't even look close to being Caucasian at all. It was absolutely bananas. And like I said yesterday, in the first lineups, dude, nobody could even pick Mr. Keeley out, right? So it wasn't until they got a new picture in, right, to put in the lineup, and then another picture that had been floating in from the streets, that somebody had told everybody this is who did it, and basically this is the story. Yeah, like, that's not sus, right? Like, you have a house that had been shot up because of some affiliations, and a gentleman that was in jail that wasn't happy that his baby mama had somebody up at this house. So like a few weeks before the murders happened, there was a drive-by, and then right when the murders do happen, the surviving victims seen the guy, so they should have been able to straight up pick Michael Keeley out if he was the guy out of the first lineup. And like I said, it wasn't until the second lineup was done, a new picture was interjected into that lineup, and there was a second picture of Michael Keeley floating around the neighborhood that everybody was told that, hey, this is the guy. So the whole thing was tainted. And not only was it tainted, when the lead investigator, whenever he found out this information, he didn't do anything to try to stop any of the contamination from happening. And then when he went and was questioning people, especially the gentleman named Creeper, who was supposedly the guy that Michael Keeley was investigating in his own freaking shooting where he was shot up, right? When the lead investigator, questioned him, he asked him, he's like, you have any affiliation with gangs? And of course the dude says no. When everybody in the neighborhood knows that he was straight up the shot caller. Like, this dude's affiliated with multiple sets, and he's a shot caller on that set. And he didn't look for tattoos. He basically, the defense attorney, Mr. Escobar, basically, like, it was masterful. It was like watching a master class. Like, they need to take that and put that in law school whenever, they're showing different videos on how you do stuff. Because it was a master class on how to literally pick apart and dismantle the prosecution. But anyways, he straight up asked him, he's like, so you didn't ask this gentleman if, to see tattoos. You didn't even look for his tattoos to see his affiliations, which the dude was blasted back. Like, it was so crazy. It was basically the gist of it, straight up the gist of this whole situation that I took from the rest of the grilling Lieutenant Lugo took today, was that either one of two things. Either he's extremely incompetent or corrupt. And I don't throw that around lightly, because I want to keep this channel and what I talk about on this channel 100% factual, you know what I mean? But you can't watch this trial, and especially today, and hear the answers that Lieutenant Lugo gave and not wonder what level of corruption is going on. Because for him to literally go off of the streets on who it was, right? Allow contamination of witnesses, completely do the picture lineup wrong, not document like all these different interactions, which one of the most important ones is when he decided that Michael Keatley was going to be the target of his investigation. He has him pulled in with no violation, right? Has him pulled over and pulled in, no violation. Dude's car gets impounded. They bring him into the station and they start questioning him, right? And after they Mirandize him, but here's the thing, is the Mirandization, I think that's a word, wasn't even on the recording, right? Because when they started the whole process, there was no recording happening at all, not video, no nothing. And then they figured out, oh, the video is not rolling. So then Detective Lugo at the time, he pulls out his little voice recorder and starts recording, but he doesn't go back and cover those Miranda rights on audio, at least. So there's no evidence of even him giving the Miranda rights to Michael Keatley. What? Dude, there's so many things in this case like that. It's insane. So many things like this. And defense attorney, Mr. Escobar, dude, he literally covered it all, fine-tooth comb. And basically to the point when prosecution got to go back up there and do the cross and try to like fix all these little things that Escobar did. It was like the things that they tried to clarify didn't even matter, dude. At that point, it didn't even matter. I implore you guys, if you guys like watching trials, this one was slow at the start. But like about 4 days ago, I started seeing where defense attorney Mr. Escobar was going with it. I seen the foundation he was starting to lay, and I was like, this is okay, this is getting interesting. But yesterday and today, it was dynamite, man. It was like, okay, so like if you watch the Murdaugh trial, like watching Creighton Waters do his thing, like it was a slow build, but once he laid that foundation, it was game, set, match, baby. It was over. He just crushed it. Well, that's how this defense attorney is like, he's laid that foundation so perfectly up to this point that when he went in to start dropping the hammer, there was no defense for it, man. Like prosecution was screwed. Every one of their witnesses has been picked apart. Like I said, the civilian witnesses, right? They have so many little details where their statements got holes poked all in it because they couldn't remember, or they wanted to backtrack on things they said. And then you got the professional witnesses up there, law enforcement witnesses up there, which you did the same thing with. But the coup de grace was with lead detective Lugo, which is now Lieutenant Lugo, which I don't even know, like I said, how he got to lieutenant. Like, unless there's, I don't know, I shouldn't say unless there's corruption, but you know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. I don't know, man. It's one for it. So if you're into if you're like me and like a good trial is like watching a movie, and you geek out on that stuff like I do, dude, at least go back and watch the last 2 days of him grilling Lugo, because it's masterful, absolutely masterful. And I will say today, Escobar did get a little tense with the judge and the prosecution, and you know, there was some bickering here and there, and the judge had to kind of lay down the law, which it is what it is. That's going to happen, right? Because if you have a good defense attorney and he's fighting for your life, your freedom, he's going to do what he's got to do. I mean, absolutely. So you're gonna see a little dramatic stuff, some theatrical stuff happening, but all in all, dude, it was a masterful thing to watch. Absolutely. Um, and if you're a law student watching this, dude, most definitely go watch that. I implore you to go watch that. It's something else. It's worth your time. Even if you have to go in here and like, dude, well, how I get through some of these trials, if I'm playing catch up on it, if I want to go back and watch, I just speed it up. Just go down to that replay speed, crank that bad boy up, and after a while you'll get used to them talking all super fast and stuff. Your brain will take it in, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Get some soda, popcorn, whatever your deal is. Sit back and just enjoy the show, dude, because it is a show. Yeah, dude. So I mean, at the end of the day, that was it. That was pretty much that was the only person that really was on the stand today, was the rest of Lugo getting dismantled. And what's crazy is too that if they find Michael Keeley innocent, right? Or even if it's I don't even think this is there's no way it's going to be a hung jury. After the last 2 days, there's nothing prosecution need to do to convince me that he's guilty. Like, to me, he's innocent, because as you're watching this dismantling of the prosecution and the whole investigation, you start realizing, like, yo, this sounds like a straight up setup. This is not, something's off here. Something is off here. So that being said, if they find him innocent, the way that his defense attorney, Mr. Escobar, picked apart the lead detective and the investigation in total, like, dude, that is like the most horrible investigation, and they have ruined what, 12, 13 years of this man's life. So he's gonna have grounds, I believe, to go and put in a lawsuit against this department in Lugo. Like, that's what I seen happening. So it wasn't just the dismantling of the prosecution and the investigation, but I feel like he was laying groundwork for Michael Keeley to come back and be able to get a lawsuit and get paid. So that's my prediction right now with this is, one, he's going to be found innocent. Like, if those jurors were watching the same thing I was watching, and he laid it out to where you don't even have to be super, savvy on law at all. I mean, he broke it down to where the general civilian coming in and sitting there, like, could understand, like, yo, they done screwed up and they railroaded this dude. Like, so that's my thing, dude. If they find him innocent, I got a feeling he's gonna come back and sue. Straight up, I believe that's gonna happen. Like, definitely. And I don't see this being a long deliberation either. They're supposed to wrap up the trial next week, and yeah, I think that'll be it. It'll be a wrap. They'll go into deliberation, and I'm gonna predict like 6 hours max on this deliberation, max, and they're gonna come back, find him innocent. That's my prediction on it. I know we got a couple more days for them to go ahead and finish up witnesses and give the closing statements and this and that, but yeah, I think it's a wrap, dude. I think it's a wrap. I think Mr. Michael Keeley, I think he's an innocent man, and I believe that he's about to walk. And he's about to walk straight in and get some stuff filed to get some money off this department. That's what I feel like. But anyways, guys, that being said, let me know what you think about this case, because I seen that view count on the ice cream man case videos. They've been going up a little bit. Didn't seem like they're getting a lot of attention at first, but it seems like some of y'all are jumping onto it. It's good stuff, I'm telling you. If you like the stuff that I'm into, it's good stuff. So hit me up down in there. Let me know what you think, if you guys went back and watched it, or let me know if what I've told you is enough for you to have an opinion on it. Let me know what you think about the situation. Yeah, it's rare that you see a case go this way. It's rare. I believe that, when so many people when I started watching the chats and stuff on the lives, so many people were dead. Oh, he's guilty, this, that. And now it's like, I don't think so. And to watch everybody in the chat literally flip the script today, they all started going, oh, oh man, he's innocent. Like, I mean, I mean, maybe 2% of the chat, we're still holding on to that guilty thing, and I think that's just a pride thing, right? Once you get set, like, you have an idea that's going to be this, you want to stick with it, and you just forsake logic. But that's it, guys. Let me know what you guys think, man. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Much love, you all. It's your boy, the Piscine Predator, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.